Alright guys, so yeah, the update for today or tomorrow, I think, but most likely it's today, is here. Yes, that is right. So I woke up and then first of all I see people commenting on my video saying about the patch notes, and then I will get on my computer and I see Ghetto already sent me the link to the patch notes. I'm like, oh shit. So I already read through it, but I'm gonna read through it again. It's gonna be crazy because it's all over the place. Okay. So, first we got two new maps, obviously. Uptown and Bemusement Park, which is gonna be fun to explore. We got two new equips for survivors. We got 13 new equips for Masterminds. 21 new maps. 21 new maps. Oh my god, I'm still waking up. Okay, 21 new. Imagine that, 21 new maps. 21 new survivor skins, which 7 of them are the purchased one, which is obviously it's the Claire and Leon one. I'm hoping that they add them in the game soon. I hope. They got 5 new gestures, 15 new sprays, 5 new creature skins, and 2 new zombie gestures. This one is a bit interesting. This is kind of like a very alternative ways to get the cards that you normally get from supply zombies. So pretty much it says added the creature mod, the converter mod. I'm sorry. I'm still waking up. Creature skill card. Okay, while in hand, using creature cards will lower the cost of this mod. Using this mod will add an Ivy card to your hand. And then the same thing goes with traps. If you use this while you have it in hand, it will lower the cost of this mod, and using this mod will add a teleportation trap cards. And then the same goes with the grenade launcher card. So I'm wondering if this is all random or it's specific. It's like specific based on what you used. So for instance, if you use creatures, you get an Ivy. If you use traps, you get a teleportation. If you use firearms, you get a grenade launcher. I don't know if that's accurate. Maybe it's not. Maybe it is RNG. You use the creature, the converter mod, and you get one of the random 3, which is not a bad thing. This is pretty interesting. It says reduce the amount of time added to the timer when survivors defeat zombie dogs. So that means we don't get timer. We don't get time at all, right? Because they only give 5, unless they're saying they give 3 or 2 or 1. But I mean, zombie dogs are easy to kill. I mean, it's not a bad change. This is the one that every Mastermind has been wanting so much. Adjusted the rules that determines supply zombie spawn location, making it less likely to spawn close to a survivor's location. Yes, this is the one. This is the number one that they wanted. Which means now, supply zombies don't spawn in our feet, under our feet. I don't really care. I mean, I could just go for it still. I mean, we still have Mimesis just scavenges around while Ghetto does the objective, and me or Dank tries to protect Ghetto as much as we can so that he can do the objective. But then this one is actually another thing that Mastermind wanted. Adjusted the item drop by the supply zombies such that it can no longer drop multiple special weapons. So we only could get 1, I think. I'm not sure. Gotta see how it goes when it hit live. It says changes some of the items granted to survivors from the slot machine in the casino map. This is another thing that Masterminds wanted as well. I'm assuming we can't get ATMs anymore. I'm assuming we can't get GMs anymore. Not GMs. Grenade launchers. I mean, what was it? The spark shot. There we go. I don't think we could get spark shot. Maybe. I don't know. This is kind of like a little. Added a guide message when survivors are defeated near the exit to clarify the condition needed for their revival. Reduced the difficulty of daily missions overall. I hope they added something for this because I know it's a pain in the ass for masterminds to have to play survivors. I hope they do it like do this or do that. You know what I mean? Like, for example, do 20 headshots or summon 20 creatures. I mean, that would be like the easiest way for masterminds and survivors. That way masterminds don't even have to touch survivors. But we'll see. This is one interesting, and I haven't been... I know this... I knew this existed, but I've never really done it. Only like once or twice. And this was when back then when ATMs were really strong. Resolve an issue where the upper left biocore in Area 3 of abandoned park could be attacked from the entrance using a rocket launcher or ATM. I knew this was a thing, but I always never did it anymore because ATMs and rocket launchers suck on cores. But yeah, I guess some people still do it. Addressed an issue where the signal jammers affected range was not displayed on Area 3 lifts. Okay. Added the ability to check daily mission progression while waiting for matchmaking to complete. That's actually pretty interesting. Adjusted the formula for RP rewards calculations when the masterminds win in Area 1. Okay, so they probably get like a lot more award rewards. Resolved an issue where moving to the new area whilst a survivor was incapacitated by Yateveo Devour ability could leave that survivor unable to move in the following area. That was a thing? Oh wait, I remember this happening once. And I was like wondering like why the hell can't we move to the next level? And we lost all our time because of that. Okay, resolving an issue where Samuel could not complete his requirement for... I'm not saying that. With certain ability passive skill variants equipped. Okay. Resolve an issue where... Okay, so this is the issues that some people are getting, like when they're stuck like playing for too long in a game and then they start losing sounds for some reason. Okay, this is the best part. For me at least. And everyone else as well. Okay, so adjusted the maximum rank for all survivor characters and changed the skill unlock requirements such that all skill variants are obtained at rank 16. Okay. Increase the amount of ammo held. Okay, this is pretty weird. Increase the amount of ammo held at the start of the match for Valerie, Jan, Martin, Becca, and Jill. That's pretty interesting. So now we get more ammo in the beginning, but then now enable the purchase of ammo 50 stacks by from the armory in Area 1. Okay. And then another one. Either MQ-11 or the shotgun. Determined at random still, because RNG, why not? Will be available at Area 1. Okay. And now for the goodies. This one increased the base damage of Mup, increased the base damage of Matilda, and increased the base damage of Quick Draw. Oh my god. I don't know what they were thinking for this. That's kind of interesting. I'll say very interesting. I gotta do a lot of practice match with this because I don't know if I'm the only Becca that does it, but I love to take quick draw into the first core. Like I always take the quick draw with first core and fever it out quick. That's like the fastest way to get the first core and then get out. Because one, you're not using any ammo, you're not using any resources, and two, you get credits. So we'll see. So then there's this one. It says adjusted the effects, adjusted the hit detection. This is actually what we all wanted. It adjusted the hit detection for the W870, making it less likely to deal extremely small amount of damage when attacking creatures. Now this is what we wanted, because obviously when you're up close to a zombie, you should be doing a lot of damage, not baby damage. Adjusted the effects of batting glove and high grade ammo series equipment. Okay. We gotta see that, or they gotta see that. Adjusted the line spoken by. Oh, that's something else. Okay, now for Mastermind. So they did change a little bit. It says adjusted maximum rank for all Mastermind characters, and change the skill unlock requirements such that all skill variants are obtained by rank 15. Adjusted the ranks at which additional skill cards are unlocked such that all skill cards are obtained by rank 14. But see, okay, while releasing control of the creatures, this is a goodie. There will now be a 5-second cooldown before the same creature can be controlled again. So, okay, so other creatures can still be controlled immediately. Reduced the health reduce the health of the supply zombie. This is actually fair. Reduce the amount of time it takes for zombie dogs to become mobile after being spawned. So where was I? I was okay. Improve the dog. They improved the pathing for the dogs so they don't run into walls. This is the goodie one. Turret rifle and turret high caliber rifle will now take time to reacquire targets after firing. Reduce the base damage of those that I mentioned, including the turret machine gun. Added a cooldown to EIS when turning off the lights. Wait, okay, I'm not sure about that one. The imposter zombies. Okay, so they pretty much made them do a 3-hit combo now. And then this one's sort of like a buff to Ivy's, I guess. Hits to Ivy will no longer increase its stagger value unless they strike the head or its buds. So now you need to aim for the buds or aim for the head. Or just throw a Molotov or a flamethrower or whatever. Cause yeah. Adjusted the amount of sturdy material, high tech, blah blah blah. Where was the other one? I didn't read the other one. There was one that kind of said the amount of turrets that can be placed. Oh, here we go. The last one, actually. It says reduce the amount of range, the maximum range of camera-mounted firearms. We needed that. And we definitely didn't. We definitely needed that. And then there was one more, but I don't think I see it here. I should have just kept going down the line. But whatever. Now we have Martin. It says update the description of makeshift mines, signal jammers, skill variants to include its 15-second duration. Reduce the effects of life hack, bulletproof skill variant. To address the issue where flash effects did not always work correctly at certain low angles, flash baton will now emanate from the center of the character model for the purpose of hit detection. This is cool. Disarming traps with Martin's fever skill and interaction with traps will now always award RP. So now you get RP rewards for every time you disable a trap. Reduce the base amount of time required to disarm traps. So that's also another neat little thing that they added. I'm actually surprised about this, about Jan in general. EMP effects will no longer disable. Okay. EMP effects are no longer disabled by electromagnetic shield. but they never touched anything else about her, which is I found that weird. I thought a lot of people would complain about her malware, but I guess they added something. This is why what I think. I think they added something in Equip to deal with that, but I don't know. This is also another interesting one they added for Jill. It says unlocking doors will with Master Key will now always award RP. Cool. The effects of Delta Force Marksman skill variant will now also apply to Biocores. That one is interesting. Now we're going into Daniel. Increases the duration of invincibility effect granted by Puppeteer's invincible skill variant. So they increase the duration a little bit. That's actually pretty good, especially if you want to control like multiple zombies. But no, I don't know. The effects of Puppeteer's invincible skill variants are now removed immediately upon releasing control of the zombie. Okay, so yeah, that makes sense. That's gonna be interesting because now chain binding is gonna be even more possible, like even more like without anyone trying to like get a Tyrone or something. Oh, this could be really nasty. Reduce the time it takes for the tyrant to become active when spawned. Okay, so this is right here, all three of these are pretty much buffs to tyrant. Made it more difficult to make it more difficult to accidentally end the tyrant's bull rush ability immediately after activation. What do you mean, like tapping it by accident or something? I don't know. Increased the tyrant's movement speed. So these three are, I guess, more adjusted for tyrant. Increase the base damage of machine gun. Infection and area 3 exclusive card. So now machine gun for Alex does a lot of damage. Or a little bit more damage, I should say. Reduce the amount of time for which Shatavale cannot take new commands after performing slime shots. Okay, so it's like... Wait. Reduce the amount of time for which Shatavale cannot take new commands. So wait. So you mean performing a slime and it's not able to devour, or performing slime and instantly devour? I don't okay. I gotta see people play these. Adjusted the effects of Resident of Evil's mechanic skill variant on Martin's trap disarming abilities. And then lastly, reduce the speed at which disintegration field is deployed when using refract skill variant. Okay, so this is all interesting. I mean, the only one that I kind of like the most, because I mean, let's be real, I love doing damage, is probably this one because of what I do. Obviously, I still get an LE5 and I still do damage to LE5, but I also take a quick draw now, just to like, either if I can't blow off the first core, I blow off the second core at least, so that we can get a little bit more credits and I don't have to use that much ammo. Now with this, I don't know, I hope it's not a typo, because I remember last patch, or the patch before it, I believe, they said, oh, we increased the damage of LE5, and then they had to repost the patch because they messed up, and it was they nerfed the LE5. So I'm hoping that this isn't like a typo or anything, but it's gonna be interesting because now quick draws will do a shit ton of damage. So this is a big, huge buff for Becca. Matilda might be actually good on Becca. Might be. I mean, it's not as good as quick draw when you're doing creatures, But if Matilda does just as like amount of like really good damage as previous quick draw, like let's say for instance, if it did right now, the current, because we're not in this patch yet, we're waiting for this patch to go live. So the quick draw that's on live now, if the Matilda does almost as much damage as that, then I could say Matilda is viable. Maybe. Because it's good for cams. It'll do decent, okay damage to creatures. And then I don't know what's the point in MUP, honestly. Like, we just get rid of that, like, immediately. Like, if you really want to make MUP so good, then just increase the fire rate a little bit more. Just a little bit more. I mean, that's just my opinion. Because we just get rid of it. Unless you're trying to greed. Or if you don't, if you get, like, like, I know some people get Matildas. And then, for some backup players, they don't like Matildas, so they keep them up. But then I feel like if you do that, you're gonna start firing very slow, and you're not gonna be as helpful to your team if they're getting all bit at the same time. Which is why I think Matilda and Quick Draw actually benefits a little bit in that department. But I mean, we all play differently. So I mean, if some people can make use of MUPs just as much as Matildas, then who am I to come at them about that? I just love Quick Draw the most, obviously, for reasons of my own. This patch is interesting, I'll say that. This patch is interesting. I'm very concerned about the equips though, because one, we don't know what equips we're getting, and two, one of those equips are going to be game breaking. I already know it. I'm calling it right now. One of those equips is going to be the end all be all. Why? Because that's their thing. They always do it this way. Just like the Molotov, just like the mod that everybody abused that was bugged. There's always something that they add that will destroy the game. So far, we gotta see how this works, because I'm actually a little afraid about this too. It's good for masterminds, but it's also very scary if they can spam this. Because imagine you get what was it, the converter mod constantly, and you just like shuffling through your deck like at a quick pace, and then you get a bunch of IVs. This makes it so a bunch of IVs could be spawned too. Oh no. I don't know how. I mean, again, I don't know how Mastermind works. I've never played Mastermind. I've only watched Mastermind, so I don't know. I can't really say, okay, this is gonna be broken. I don't think it's gonna be broken, but it's gonna be one hell of an adventure to see 10 IVs everywhere. I mean, that happened once, and that was a hack, like from a hacker who spawned like 10 IVs, and I was just like, okay, no. That's another problem they need to add. They need to add dedicated servers and anti-cheat. They need to. Oh my god. But I'm surprised about a lot of things, and I'm actually very excited about a lot of things. So we'll see how it goes. Until next time.